Hi there. Today's short video, we're going to be installing some snaps into this Plover Pouch. The Plover Pouch is written by Noodlehead. It's composed of some canvas and leather. There's a couple of tools that we're going to be using. We're going to use a cutting tool from OESD. You can use this to cut eyelets. And the tool itself has different sizes of holes that it can cut in the bottom. You unscrew the assembly, take out the cutter, return it in the back, cover it back up, and then put in your new cutter and screw that in place. So I've chosen a different size, but this is the OESD cutter. You can also use your cutting mat, or you can use this small cutting mat so that when you cut many holes, you're not causing any damage to your large mat. These are pretty inexpensive and easy to insert inside of a bag. We're also going to be using the Snap Setter by Sallie Tomato. This has an anvil that has two sides, and that also has a punch with a notch on the end of it, and this is the end that we will be hammering. And then of course we need the snaps and some sort of device to hammer. A wooden mallet is recommended, but I didn't have one available, so I'm just going to be using a hammer. There are 4 items that you will need per snap. Here are the items. This is the cap. This is the socket, I believe. This is the post and the stud. So the post goes with the stud, and this cap and socket go together. So one side will look like this when it's all done, and one side will look like this when it's all done. So let's go ahead and decide where we want our holes and put in a snap. I'm going to be installing a snap in this tab so that it attaches it to the bag. I lay this little tab onto the bag so it's comfortable, and then place a pin through all of the layers so that I can determine where I want the hole. Once that pin is there, I'll use a marker and make a small mark where that pinhole is, lift this up and make a little mark where that pinhole is, and that is where I'm going to cut my hole. I'm going to put my interior snap in first, so I'm going to take the post and put it through the hole that I've cut in my bag. So it has come right up through that hole. And then that post will lay, it will just fit evenly right on the other side of this anvil. So you can see that those would fit together and it would hold it in place. So I'm going to line this on a flat surface. My post is up through the hole, and then I will apply the stud on top. Then you will need to use the setter, making sure to use the end that is small, and place it right over top of that post. Once you have it on the anvil, you're going to pound the top of the anvil with your wooden mallet, and you're going to kind of just pivot and rotate the setter. Now I'm ready to install the other side of the snap to this one. So I will take my cap and my socket, and then the cap is a smooth surface. So you want the smooth surface of the cap to lay on the other side of the anvil. So you flip the anvil over, put your cap on that smooth surface, and then you will apply the socket. Again, you're going to use the pointed end, and as you slightly pound it, you will rotate the setter. Once you have your snap pieces installed, you want to go ahead and test the snap and make sure it snaps into place. And then you are all set. Ta-da! We have a line 20 snap installed in our Plover Pouch from Noodlehead.